right, everybody. Welcome to a Bomb Comedy Podcast. We got the Green Room Unfiltered launching today. I am your host, Marc Withesea, with my fellow host here, Robby Learn. Say hi, Robby.
Hey, what's up? What's up? And welcome to the first episode of Green Room Unfiltered. Now, if you looked at the poster, you may have realized that we got a third member. Where's that third member? Where is he at?
Just us, apparently. He has ditched us for, I don't know, greener pastures, maybe. Who knows? Maybe he'll be here next week. We'll find out later, I guess.
Greener.
I only have one member, by the way.
Only one?
Never mind. Okay. It's your show. I'll shut up.
There's a greener pastures than the green room. He's in the greener room.
Exactly. The greener pastures room. We'll take that, I think. Oh, man. It's too bad he can't be here, though. He's a good guy. His name's Jesse Crisp. He'll be on here with us at some point going forward once we get things sorted out schedule-wise.
I don't even think next week.
No, next week. No, I'm not even here next week because I got to do a show up in Hamilton.
Doing the same. They would ditch just going straight to Hamilton and you knew.
Oh, I knew well in advance, but I booked the show well in advance before we even started doing this, so it is what it is. Yeah.
Just you and me, Robby.
Next week?
Just you and me, man.
Jeez,
that's all we need, though.
We should bring in a guest. We should bring in a fill-in guest.
I was thinking of bringing in my one of my buddies. He's an actor or new actor.
Right.
I should probably.
What's his name?
Reggie Spica.
Reggie Spica. Does he do anything locally? Does he do stage stuff?
He's in auditions now. Just graduated Niagara College.
They do acting at Niagara College? I had no idea.
They do. They act like they don't want to take the horticulture course. Everybody I know is taking the horticulture course, and they want to act. They want you to react as in that you're so surprised that they are.
Right. Well, we all know why.
We all know why. Everybody wants. They want the joint, They just want to do that.
For all the listeners, for anybody that's actually paying attention to this, the reason why, for those of you that don't know, Niagara College here in Ontario has, I believe it's the premier marijuana horticulture program where you learn how to grow weed and cultivate it and all that jazz, which is what Robby's driving towards in terms of why people are so excited about the horticulture program.
They are so filled. That is the most requested. That teacher has got to be making bank.
It used to be the beer program, believe it or not, was one of the most competitive things to get into. I managed to get into that, but the marijuana course, I remember them building it. They had on campus, they had these what was it, those metal containers, I can't think of the name, shipping containers, there we are. Shipping containers,
okay.
Metal shipping containers with they were welded together with a fence around it that had barbed wire at the top, and it was 8 feet tall, and there's cameras on every corner, and the thing had bars on the windows that were cut into it, and it just looked really, really ghetto.
Jeez. I mean, I all I would, when I was in school, a year ago, everybody would be, oh, where are you going after? I'm going to Niagara College. They'd be so excited because these bum kids would be going to college, and then you'd be like, oh, where are you going? They go, oh, I'm in the horticulture course, because all they do, they sit at their house, they smoke weed. Mom's like, get up, do something, and they go, well, I'll take the horticulture course. I'll learn how to make weed. I already don't even know how. It's crazy to me.
I feel like that's actually pretty good, though, right up your alley, because based on what I know about you...
My alley.
Based on what I know about you and all the movies you watched, most likely in your mother's basement, it just seems to fit.
That's where the DVD player is.
Also, I know you work in an elevator for the town here, and I don't think that's a program there, so I...
Elevator is not a program at all. It's not actually... Because I tell people, there's a whole separate other company that fixes the elevator.
Oh, yeah.
They would be the elevator guy. I'm just touching the buttons.
The bellhop.
The bellhop, but I don't even... When I first went in, first day, I thought I was going to get a red suit. I thought it was going to be this whole guy. I thought it was going to be like Rob Schneider from Home Alone 2. That's what I thought I would be like.
You know what I'm picturing? I'm picturing the Grand Budapest Hotel.
And you know what? The day that you told me on stage, you're like a Grand Budapest Hotel. I'm like, I gotta watch that.
Did you?
I did watch it after that.
Excellent movie.
And
Excellent movie.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. You hear. Jason Schwartzman say something you didn't expect him
Yeah.
to say.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I mean,
no, it's a great movie, but you see what I mean? Like, I feel like you and that bellhopper are very similar in like character and personality, and just like just the way you do, and I could absolutely see if that Grand Budapest Hotel was a real place, you would 100% be a fixture in this hotel, and everybody would know you.
I would be in the Grand St. Catherine's Hotel. That would be me. I Niagara Falls. I wouldn't even. I'm probably shafted from at least 90% of the hotels here just from that. But that's a good movie. That's Wes Anderson, and it's everything's all symmetrical.
Yeah.
On his things,
Yeah.
and Wes Anderson for my movie challenge. I've been updating the list on Letterboxd, and I don't want people to think that I'm like the biggest. Like, I'm gonna watch all the movie buff classics.
Right.
So if I'm watching Grand Budapest Hotel, I can't watch Pulp Fiction the next day.
Fair.
I have to watch Fubar or
You
something.
got to ease into it, because like you can't go from one extreme to the next. Kind of
Yeah,
thing.
because my brain is going to be overloaded with movie bro like thing, and I'm going to be quoting like Tarantino for the rest of my life.
For those of you that don't know, Robbie's participating in a challenge that just sort of mimics his everyday life, but because it was a New Year's resolution, it's okay. Where he's watching a movie every single day of the year until the new year. And I think my favorite thing though about this is that he's actually going to watch the movie 300 on the 300th day, and that's pretty freaking apt.
That's coming
Like
up.
that. Yeah.
That's coming up. I think that's gonna be in like a couple days. I think.
Is it? I have
Something
no
like that.
idea.
I don't know. I think I'm not paying attention to the number. I just go number 200 something, whatever. It's September. I'm on the final leg of it, and
Was there any other movie that had a corresponding number to the day that you watched it on? Like, did you watch Friday the 13th, say on a Friday the 13th kind of thing?
no, honestly, there was a time where I thought it was Friday the 13th, but it was Friday the 14th.
And did you watch Friday the 13th and just ruin everything?
No, I was just like, I don't even really want to watch that. If I'm being honest, like I'm watching it just for the number. Usually
Missed
on like
the day and you're like, it's too bad. I'm not.
usually
doing it."
on milestones, I'll watch something like for that, like specific. I didn't watch Groundhog Day on
Oh, that would have been a good one. April Fools on April Fools.
These are the days that already
Right?
passed. I'm thinking about how
Yeah,
many
it's too
missed
bad.
opportunities I had.
You got Halloween coming up. You got all the Thanksgiving stuff going on. There's Christmas. There's so much Christmas.
Christmas.
The Home Alones are all up in that, and then like New Year's, Lethal Weapon's a Christmas movie.
Lethal Weapon.
So you got that as well. There's like
I got all four on DVD. My
Endless
parents did.
options.
Yeah.
Nothing exists after the second. It's fine.
Have you seem like you have done the challenge.
Nope,
Before.
I haven't. I think I just did it inadvertently from smoking a lot of weed.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
movie every day. It's hard though. You wouldn't it's hard to fit it into your schedule, and I don't know, when I'm at Taps sometimes I'm like, I haven't watched a movie. So I'm going easy mode. I'm including documentaries.
Okay.
So because this is my first year ever doing it. I'm not doing it next year, by the way. When January 1st, I'm going to be a happy dog. I'm going to be like, this is over. I did it, but I can include documentaries in my rule, so I can just be like, I can watch something like 50 minutes.
What is is there a length requirement? Like, does it have to be more than 30 or 45 minutes kind of thing?
Yeah, well, my mom was saying watch like Charlie Chaplin shorts, and I'm like, that's not. There's no
I feel like
spirit
you're
on that.
Cheating, like you're trying to speed run the challenge or something.
Anything that's on Letterboxd counts.
Okay.
So anything that's on there, if it's on it, then that counts. It's kind of like IMDb, but. Do you say you knew it or you
No,
didn't?
I'm trying to think. I feel like Letterboxd is like the digital version of Redbox, that like DVD service where you like it was like a vending machine and you'd put something in and then the little man inside would go and find the movie for you and give it to you.
Pretty much. It's like IMDb and Twitter
Okay.
in like one big thing.
Oh, so they made a social media out of IMDb kind of thing.
Yeah, social
Okay.
media for just movie
Social
bros
media movie bro. Okay.
and just
I didn't know.
yeah,
That's new to me.
Like it's crazy because the Grand Budapest Hotel is like number 14
Really?
best. Like yeah, it's up there.
Cool.
Like
What-
they're really like film buffs, and there's some like crossover as well because everybody's like a big nerd. They're into the same stuff. They got like a Radiohead like video of their concert as like number 200 on their best movies of all time.
Sounds like an echo chamber now.
It is an echo chamber. That's what I'm getting at. This is my vendetta with the movie buffs and the people picking the horticulture course at Niagara College. It's
Very specific gripes
It's
here.
like you're not as unique as you think you might be, you know?
Oh, that's good stuff. That's
Yeah.
good stuff. Is there any movie that you're actually really looking forward to in all of it?
I'm looking forward to 2001: A Space Odyssey because I have that planned as the last movie I'm watching. Like I'm watching that on the 31st.
Okay.
I want like the right at the end to be the exact second that the new year happens.
So you're gonna like time out like exactly like you're gonna do like how people do online to make sure like the new year clicks over when like say in Hackers a guy yells "hack the planet" kind of thing.
Yeah, something like
Okay.
that. I'm gonna have it like right as whatever happens in the movie. I don't know because I've never seen it, but right into the big famous scene. Everybody, all my other friends are gonna be partying. No parties. I'm just gonna sit in my mother's basement and watch 2001: A Space Odyssey.
You should have a basement party, but like no DJ, but like the only thing that's playing is the audio from the movie.
And you
And so you have no choice but to listen to it at like the loudest volume.
you can only sample
It'd
it.
be a terrible party, but I think you should do it.
It would be I wouldn't even know.
You would
who to
actually,
invite.
I think you would actually find a way to make it a really good party, even if that was the case. I don't know. I have
Right.
faith in your abilities for some reason. I feel like you would find a way, and it would just be the most epic Space Odyssey 2001 New Year's party without music that existed, and then it would become an annual thing.
It would be.
I could see that being a thing.
every single year. They don't even care that I could perfectly theme it. I could be like 2026, a Space Odyssey. That's what we're doing, and it's perfect because there's got a number. It's a year. It's everything. But I'm very selective of who I would invite to the party. I'm thinking.
Okay, I'm curious. Is there a movie that you watched that surprised the hell out of you? Like you weren't like expecting to like it, or you weren't thinking it was going to be interesting, or something like that. Like we haven't really ever talked about this in depth. And I used to work in a video store as a kid, so like I got like this weird connection to this that I didn't realize I had prior to our conversation. Now,
Right.
But yeah, no. Is there a movie that surprised the hell out of you and like how good it was or whatever?
I'm gonna do the opposite because generally I like movies, but I didn't like Train Spotting.
Oh,
I didn't like Train Spotting.
no.
And I think the movie, have you ever seen the movie Human Traffic?
Yes,
I think Human Traffic is just way better. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, no, okay, so like Train Spotting is like Human Traffic, but like the real version, and Human Traffic is like drugs are fun still.
It's fun.
It's like before they got off the rails and like went from like, oh, let's do E at a party on the weekend a little bit to, well, now we're shooting heroin in dingy apartments and diving into the toilet for suppositories. Yeah.
That's what I wanted to watch Human Traffic, but I got Train Spotting, and I got all these people telling me, "Oh, it's awesome!" And then they got the Underworld song in there. You know I love that song.
Yeah,
So
Underworld.
I watch it, and I'm just like, this is desolate for me. I'm just like sitting there, and I'm like.
It's also, I think there's a difference. One's like a cult classic because it's like grimy and dingy, but also some of the actors in it, like what's his name?
Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor, yeah, and like just, and then there's you'll notice. I don't know if you consume a lot of British movies, but you'll notice there's a bunch of other actors in there that have done a lot of other things outside of that. Like the guy who played Spud, I forget his name, but he's in so many random movies. He's such a great little actor. But I forgot entirely where I was going with this whole sentence. Yeah.
Right. Right. Well, I did. Speaking of British movies, I did watch the movie Snatch.
Oh my God! Did you watch Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels before you watched Snatch?
No, I didn't. Was that supposed to make it make sense?
Oh no!
I watched it for Goldie. I love Goldie. I love Goldie.
Wow, I respect that.
Goldie
You like
is
Goldie?
great.
Holy hell!
Goldie's Timeless got to be the
Yeah.
best album 1995.
I raise the bodies. I don't create the bodies. That's what he says in the movie. But yeah, okay, so Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels is a Guy Ritchie film that came out. I think I watched that when I was like 15 or 14 or something. I was in like grade 9 or 10. I saw it for my first time, and it was It was epic to me. It was just there's so many little things about it that were hilarious. And I'm not saying that one that Snatch is a sequel, but like if you watched Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, you would have a little bit more of an idea of Guy Ritchie's style,
Right,
the way he
right.
tells a story.
Yeah.
Because like the way he sort of builds his movie is like he drops a bunch of different like beginnings to a story that somehow just all tie together at the end in a really weird way.
That's
that you
that's
don't
one
see
thing I
coming.
appreciate. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's really good at that. And yeah, no, Lock, Stock. Actually, here's a really fun fact: Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels is where Jason Statham got his start.
Oh.
He used to be. This is really interesting, and I hope this is actually true. I'm realizing I could be spouting pure nonsense right now because I've not fact checked this, but I feel like I did a while ago. Because again, this has been. I don't know, I feel like common knowledge for a while, or it's out there because the internet is. But yeah, he used to be a jewelry thief / street jewelry salesman, which is really interesting because in the beginning of Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, he is standing there with like a small table trying to sell stolen jewelry to people on the street and has a whole shtick of things that he says. And I absolutely loved it. And I learned it and I could quote it in high school and stuff like that because we used to just yell memes at each other instead of sharing them via you know whatever. You just memorize something and be like ah and yell at it to each other over the time. But anyways, let's see. So he was doing this jewelry sales thingy, and Guy Ritchie was like walking down the street and saw it happening, and was basically just like this is what I need.
Oh, he
and
needed
approached
him,
Jason
yeah.
Statham and got him to like come and be in his movie and gave him a start with the acting thing, but utilized the jewelry whatever thing that he'd seen as like one of the first scenes in the movie of Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Yeah.
And so you see Jason Statham literally doing what Guy Ritchie found him doing and then took him into like the movie world, and now look at Jason Statham. He's a B-movie action star.
It's pre-method acting, of course. But I did Guy Ritchie. I'm just getting into. I watched the Cornetto trilogy.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. Those are classics. Hot Fuzz and
yes,
Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and
The World's End.
The World's
I
End.
actually think The World's End. Honestly, I'm gonna drop another hot take about British movies from the 90s, 2000s. The World's End is my personal favorite. I do like it. Kind of better.
It's a good one.
Like I get why anybody would choose that. That one's kind of the black sheep, I would say, of the trilogy. But that one I liked it.
Yeah.
Right, and especially so many. Because they did that one in like 2013.
Yeah.
And then Shaun of the Dead, I think, was all the way back in 2004. So for them to make a whole other like 9 years later and still have kind of the same.
Didn't they do anything in between?
They made a Hot Fuzz. I think Hot Fuzz was like 2007 or 2008. I should know. I'm a big nerd on what kind of years movies came out. Like I'll know. Like I won't even know the actors in the movie. And I'll know like the year it came out, and somebody would be like, "What's that one movie? Like when did that come out?" Like you could be like, what's that one movie Snatch?" When I'll be like, "Oh, I don't know anything about it. I know it came out in the year 2000," and then you'd be like, "That does not help me at all remembering when it, like."
I saw it twice in theaters when it came out.
In a row.
2 times in
Yeah?
theaters. Yeah, probably in a row. Would have been one day after the other, maybe, because I loved it so much the first time. I think I went to see it with my girlfriend at the time, and then the second time I went without her, just so I could enjoy it better. Because she thought I was laughing too much and was like, "People are gonna hear you laughing," and I don't know, was embarrassed by it or some shit.
Embarrassed by
laughter.
By laughter and people sitting. Everybody's gonna enjoy the movie except for. Everybody's in the theater gonna enjoy the movie except for Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. That was you want to talk about the worst movie I've ever seen in my life? Have you seen Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey?
No, but I think I've heard of this at one point ages ago. And oh god, what is it about? Tell me, just refresh my memory.
For those who don't know, Winnie the Pooh is in the public domain now. So when it's in the public domain, do whatever you want. After like 100 years, 99 years.
Yep.
So this podcast, 99 years, do whatever you want with it, by the way. Bomb Comedy Tour, do whatever you want in 100 years. We're not going to know, right?
It's going to be bum comedy tour, and there's going to be trying to find funny people on the street that are bums.
Yes. Something like that. But anyway, this movie is they were like, what if we make, this is a British movie as well. they're like, what if we make it into a horror slasher film? But it just like it got announced that Winnie the Pooh was in the public domain, and then the movie came out 5 months later, I think. So they rushed it, and basically Winnie the Pooh is like he's like really big. He's got Piglet. There's only Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. They're the only ones who show up because they kill the other. They kill Eeyore. I mean, Eeyore kind of wished he probably was like.
He probably hung
yeah.
himself with his own tail. Let's be real.
Yeah. So they killed him, and then now I saw this. This came out like 3 years ago. I think it's hard to remember because I'm never watching it ever again. But there's like everybody like they're having a house party in like some cabin in the woods, right? And I forget what the forest is called, but. And then Winnie the Pooh comes out. He's got the axe and everything, but he's wearing a plaid. He was wearing plaid, and he's wearing Timberlands, and they're all like running and being scared. But it literally just looks like a guy. You can see the guy's skin. He's wearing a Winnie the Pooh mask. Great, but the costume design was good. Honestly, costume design was pretty good. That was like the only thing good about the movie at all. By the way, you could see his Timberlands. And I'm like, this is shoes. I see people wearing this shoe. This is not scary to me. Give me some like. God. Otherworldly kind of thing, you know.
I got nothing on that. Winnie the Pooh wearing Tim's killing people.
Yeah,
That's a vibe.
I wouldn't have anything on it because I wouldn't. Don't bother seeing it. Just my explanation is far more. You're gonna get more out of that.
How about okay? On the topics of things you should see, there is a British remake of The Longest Yard.
Longest Yard.
Yeah, you know The Longest Yard, right? The football film with the prisoners and all that jazz. You know what I'm talking about?
I know all that jazz, but I don't know The Longest Yard. That's where my mind goes. I just saw all that jazz. Saw that like last week.
It's funny. Okay, so there's a football movie called The Longest Yard, and it's basically like there's some prison inmates in America, and they decide they're gonna have a football game where it's inmates against guards.
Okay.
So
That's
now
cool.
imagine the British do it, and football is soccer, not like American football.
Right.
And it's like any British actor that you've seen like from Snatch or like any of the other movies is probably in it. Like Jason Statham is in it. It's unreal the amount of just legendary British actors that are in it. But it's the same concept, and instead of football, it's their version of football, which is soccer. I think I said that already. Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
But holy crap, you should watch it. It is a really good British film. And just the shenanigans that take place as a result of the guards and the inmates just playing soccer against each other.
It already came out because you were saying
It's
they're going
been
to
out
make
for
one.
ages.
Really? Okay.
Ages.
I thought you said they were going to make one.
No, they did. They did The Longest Yard forever ago. I think Burt Reynolds in the OG Longest Yards.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't it already a remake?
Yeah, and then there was another remake. They did an updated version of The Longest Yard that came out, I think, in like the 90s or early 2000s somewhere.
In the early 2000s with Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
No,
that's
you
the
must
Waterboy.
be. You must be
Isn't
a
it?
big Burt Reynolds fan because you just chimed in randomly at Burt Reynolds.
Let me say
All
something.
that movie talk and you said nothing.
I have almost seen no movies. It would surprise you the amount of movies I haven't seen. In almost the entire conversation you guys had, the only thing I recognized was Shaun of the Dead,
That's funny.
Shaun of the Dead.
and I haven't even seen it.
Yeah, well, I mean, Shaun of the Dead's pretty good to know.
And-
For a guy who watches no movies, that's pretty good to
And
know that.
And then you said The Longest Yard, and I was like, okay, this is up my
I can
wheelhouse.
contribute again.
I've seen every Adam Sandler movie.
You know what I watched? I watched this Adam Sandler movie. I watched Funny People.
I actually haven't seen that.
You haven't seen Funny... Dude, this
I know,
is
I
the
just
most...
said I've seen every Adam Sandler movie. I have not seen Funny People.
Funny People is the most relevant movie to what we're doing. It's a movie about stand-up. And Adam Sandler, he plays like a parody of himself called like George something. And then Seth Rogen is like a young comedian, and Adam Sandler, he basically gets a disease. And he takes Seth Rogen under his wing to write jokes for him, and then it's just like a comedian path.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler. Well, they set it up within the first five. This is
Is
5
it a
minutes.
comedy movie itself?
It is
Or
a comedy
is it like
movie.
A comedy drama.
It's like a Judd Apatow.
A dramedy.
So
You'll
does that
lost
mean
me
nothing
again,
to you?
It absolutely means
Judd Apatow made 40-Year-Old Virgin.
great movie. It
See?
means something now, yeah.
Yeah, and if it's the thing you don't realize about Judd Apatow movies, you're like, oh, it's a fun, comedy movie from the 2000s. You watch it, Judd Apatow makes his movies like 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, that's actually another thing I wanted to ask you. I was just realizing you brought me back to something I had forgotten. back to the length thing. Is there a length that's too long? Like, or like if the movie, like, say, was a double VHS feature, does that count as 2 movies now?
I gotta watch it on my day off. For that,
But it just counts as one movie. If it's like a friggin' 3-hour movie, 3.5, 4-hour movie kind of thing.
It all depends on what's on Letterboxd, because the movie Che about Che Guevara with Benicio del Toro, that on Letterboxd it's part 1, and then part 2 came out a year later.
Oh, okay.
So you could watch it. I'm watching it separate. You know,
so you're counting that as 2 different movies because it came out at 2 different times.
I'm gonna have to count it because Letterboxd, the way that their database works, that they count it as 2 separate movies.
Interesting.
So,
Very,
but there has been movies where I'm like, I'm saving that for another. My uncle told me to watch like Dr. Zhivago or something, but that's like 3 hours long.
Yes.
And I'm like, I'm gonna have to save that. And Andrew, when you watch Funny People, just watch the first half.
Okay, I'll watch it.
Just
watch
watch
the first
I
half.
wasn't gonna watch it, but I'll watch it.
Watch it. Just watch the first half. It's a movie about comedians, so it's relevant. So I'm not trying to get you to watch some like experimental like Kubrick from the '60s, like pre 2001. I don't even know anything. I'm not a Kubrick expert at all. May have just said some misinformation right there.
Day 1, spouting lies.
Get used to it, folks. I mean, if you're a movie buff, you're probably like seething right now and going like, this guy knows nothing at all.
On the topic of Adam Sandler, though, he did a movie not long ago that I watched randomly, and it caught me off guard because I was not expecting it. And it's it's not something he normally does. It's like different style. It was the one about the gambling and stuff. I forget the name of it.
Is it Uncut Gems?
Yeah, is that what it's called? Uncut Gems?
Uncut
I wanted to
Gems?
say uncut, but like he's Jewish, so I know he's cut.
They'll get into that in the movie.
But no, it's actually that movie blew me away. Like, holy crap! It's so it gives you that feeling of just like you really, I don't know. It really it caught me in a way I was not expecting because of just how he has the opportunity and just chooses the wrong thing every time, kind of thing.
Right.
And like you just see it and you're like, oh man, just don't do it this time, just whatever. And then he's just like, ugh, and then he does the wrong thing, and you're like, oh my god.
You know, every way you could have prevented
but you
it.
see him, he knows he's doing the wrong thing, and he's watching himself self-destruct at the same time, hoping that last time he bets on something, it's gonna just resurrect everything for him. And it's like, and it just paints the picture of of so many people, the more common side of the story where there is no winning. There is no like anything. It's just you have to face the bankruptcy and the embarrassment and all the other stuff as a result of just the loss. And it's wild, man. It's wild. Such
Uncut
a good movie
Gems.
too.
It's such a great movie.
Such a good movie.
Great soundtrack too. That soundtrack is
it takes place in what, like the mid '80s, I think. Am I right on that?
No, it takes place. The movie came out in 2019, but it takes place in 2012.
Okay, for some reason I thought it was like the '80s or '90s, but yeah.
I don't know what they set the movie 7 years ago. That's like if we made a movie now, we set it in 2018.
Well, hold on. Let's look at this. In 2012, people were just starting to move away from flip phones into smartphones. We were just starting to get away from like the big tube screens into flat screens. So it's like still a bit of like a disconnected era. Like social media wasn't nearly what it is now. YouTube was barely anything. Facebook was just starting. I don't even think Twitter existed at that time.
Twitter's as old. Twitter's like been since I think 2008. Something like that.
Yeah, maybe. I literally
and I
can't
know
remember,
years.
but again, pointing back to that, like, and you look at where everything has come since then, or even back in like 5-6 years ago, versus 2010. It's like it seems like such a short amount of time, but holy hell, has the ball bounced?
Oh man, yeah, 2010, and just everybody they were all swag.
Right? Harambe hadn't even happened.
Harambe.
Like things were good.
We
didn't know how good we had it. Oh.
Do you think Harambe was like a cultural shift?
I think it was two things. I think it was the Large Hadron Collider in 2012 and then Harambe. And I think the combination of the two just pushed us into this weird alternate timeline and we're stuck there.
Yeah.
And things seem like they should, but things are a little bit weird. Like there's no second E in Febreze. That's dumb.
That's a Mandela effect. Are you
Right? Yeah,
No
that's
second
exactly
Febreze.
Febreze used to have 2 E's in it back in the day.
So what would it be? It would be Febreze?
Well, I don't know. Now they're just trying to use like the last E to make the middle E long, as opposed to like using like breeze, Breeze, which is like how Febreze. Yeah.
They're trying to hide that they ever did that.
I feel like it's a big social experiment to just see how much they can make people go crazy and how much they can actually change before we start noticing, like the Bernstein Bears and all that crap.
Yeah, isn't it weird that also Kleenex is it's just a brand, but they're all called tissues, but everybody calls it Kleenex.
I don't know. I call them tissues.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's an American thing to call them Kleenex because I had an American guy talking to me about that, and he's like, everybody calls it Kleenex, but they're also just tissues. And I was like, I just call them tissues up here. I've never called them Kleenex.
So tissues is the correct name, but I feel like a lot of people say Kleenex. That's like what I grew up with, saying Kleenex.
Yeah, I can see that.
it's just like the brand being so popular, it takes over, and then
No, absolutely. And in the same
Yeah.
way as like you're not gonna ask for like something to clean your windows and not say Windex. Like if
Right.
I'm gonna clean my windows,
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask for some Windex, or I'm looking specifically for Windex. Just like I'll say Kleenex instead of tissue, like instead of some window cleaning fluid.
Which sounds somebody could take that in a wrong way, right?
Exactly.
I mean,
Well-
Windex, you're putting the name window in the. It's just so easy. It just makes sense because if there was a brand, what's like a cleaner brand?
I don't know. Windex could also sound like something that prevents wind, like a windbreaker, like
Something
Wind
like-
X.
Windex. That sounds
Stop
like
the wind.
sounds like one of those the air hog things.
It's an it's a fart prevention pill. Wind X.
I'm saying those flying drone things for kids. They could name it like Wind X or something. I don't know.
No, like like
Those things aren't-
like
nobody-
back in the day, like when I was growing up, they tried to put X on everything because there was like the whole extreme movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everything had to have an X in it. Everything needed to be extreme, but not EXTREME. It had to be extreme.
Oh, that broke barriers.
Oh man, it was constant. It was so, and then you followed that with a what up, like oh my god, it was so bad.
When you are spelling
Couldn't even
things
share that
wrong.
with them.
When you know that there's a youth movement that's taking over media when you are spelling things wrong, like when you notice like when if you're watching a commercial and some like if there's a Coca-Cola ad and they spelt something wrong to appeal to like the youth, that's how you know there's going to be a cultural shift.
Like you instead of YOU.
Yeah,
I wonder.
that's how you know.
I really wonder
Lowercase too.
what everybody does with all the time they save by just typing U instead of YOU, or R instead of ARE, or your instead of UR. Like, what do you do with all that extra time?
I do. I'm a UR guy. Sometimes I'm a U. I'm never just a plain R for ARE. I'll never do that because then, to me, that's the gateway.
That's where you draw the line.
I'm
at,
drawing
like,
the line here.
After that, once you use the R, it's just it's all downhill from there.
It's like I might as well
It's
just
the
be
hard R.
Yeah, it is really that's a theory. The hard once you get over there, like once you're up the hill, you've seen the side of the grass is greener on the other side. I used that wrong, but and then you might as well just be. What about this? People are typing TS is now this. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't, and I hate it immediately.
If you see TS, like you think that they're saying like this, what I mean?
Sucks.
Yeah, like something like that. But they're saying this now.
Yeah, no.
You can't type.
No.
There's only two. Yeah, that's.
And see, that's exactly. But like, that's even worse because like, there's not even even if it was THS, that I could see a little bit more. But
it's
just
just
TS.
one.
There's no. You're not getting a th out of that. It's a. T. That sounds like a drum sample. It's like. Yeah. It's
Any
just like,
DJs want to sample that right now? You just
Right?
got clear audio of that.
we're beatboxing now.
Put
we gotta
on-
have Colton here. He'd understand that.
Yeah,
He would look
the
at it. He would
beatboxer.
know how to speak it too. He'd be like, and. Because
And
he's
this,
a beatboxer. It'd be perfect. It'd be
Yeah.
perfect.
That's as far. Yeah,
He
there's
speaks beatbox.
there's a certain thing that if you send the laughing emoji. Now I'm Gen Z if you haven't told, but apparently if you send the laughing emoji, that's a millennial thing to do.
It doesn't surprise me. Anything that anybody does in excess or anything that the millennial culture does is going to be considered a millennial thing to do. LOL instead of a period at the end of the sentence.
That's just.
I just need to convey that my sentence is not aggressive in any way, shape, or form. And there used to be punctuation for the. Oh my god, this frustrates me. Actually, there used to be some really cool punctuation that existed for the sake of conveying things like this sentence is not meant to be aggressive, and it was a period with a little smiley underneath it, like a little half circle underneath the period. No joke. This is actual like old school grammatical stuff. And it drives me up the wall because now I have to put LOL at the end of every sentence because I don't feel like the period alone just conveys the situation.
Yeah, and it seems like you don't care. It seems like you're, when you're adding the lull, it seems like you're kind of shrugging.
Right?
Like
Yeah.
you'll put in the if there's a open mic at local, you put like come at 8, or 7:30, come at 8, and you're just like, okay, well then I can comment whatever I want because Marc put an LOL, so he doesn't really care.
See,
like
and I didn't even think of that.
He's suggesting it.
I didn't even think about that, like from that perspective. The way. See, this is the way like generations have shifted, and the way things get interpreted in different capacities, and then disseminated through that group in the generation. It's very fascinating, actually. I have a huge fascination with like languages, words, etymology, and stuff like that because it's just all. I don't know. It's all very cool to me.
Yeah. That's good. You need more. Is it a linguistics class? That's also a class in Niagara College, but clearly not as important as horticulture. That I just want
back to the horticulture.
I just no. Ever since the first Andrew, you're gonna say I got nothing for this.
I was gonna derail the conversation here for a quick minute. Let's talk about last night a little bit, and I can get Heidi on the phone.
Hell yeah! Okay, let's do that.
Last night.
So last night was the show at Taft that we do with Bomb Comedy Tour. It's called the Laugh Lab. And we had Tommy J. Warren headlining that show because he's an awesome dude. It also happened to be his birthday weekend, and we love celebrating people's birthdays, so we had an absolute blast. There was like cake and cupcakes, and somebody made like some trifle, and there was like this really nice score cake. Oh my god, it was all kinds of good stuff. Like every opportunity to get diabetes that night for sure. So we had... basically on the Laugh Lab, we do this thing where we have a group of contestants kind of like for an open mic competition. Everybody gets 5 minutes, and the winner of that, as chosen by the crowd, gets $50. And then we bring them on the show, or we call them to have them on the Green Room Unfiltered to talk about who knows what. So today we got Heidi Joshua, who won that prize, and I think we got her coming in on the phone, or how are we doing this one?
She just messaged me, said she's ready. I'm gonna ring her up right now.
Okay. All right. Okay. I think we're gonna let's see if we can make this work. How are we gonna hear? Oh, you're gonna do it on speaker, I'm assuming.
This is great.
Maybe we can put it on speakerphone and put the microphone next to it. That way everybody can hear, and it can be broadcasted at the same time.
Yeah, Heidi won last night. That was great.
Yeah, no, she did a really great job. She roasted Tommy J. Warren a bunch, which was awesome because I was planning on doing that, but I ran out of steam because, like, I respect the guy and think so highly of him that sometimes I struggle to make fun of a person I enjoy so much. Okay, we got Heidi here.
Heidi, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello, Heidi.
Hey, Heidi, welcome to the Green Room Unfiltered. It's good to have you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
We were just talking about movies. What's the last movie you watched?
In the theater or on TV?
Just
Either.
Theater, yeah, sure, theater.
F1.
F1.
F1. I'm assuming that's a racing movie.
It is like...
Formula One.
Okay. Who's in that movie?
With
Because
Pitt.
Brad Pitt. I feel like
Yeah, and then Lewis Hamilton's the producer.
it reminds me of like Driven from like 20 years ago. That's what I'm immediately thinking.
Driven.
Or like there was like they did it like an F1 style movie back when I was in like high school, and I think it was called Driven. And Sylvester Stallone was in it.
Oh, that's why I would probably know that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, you do. Okay, I'm not crazy. Oh, I feel like it wasn't like a remake of that.
No,
Completely different thing.
No, like this is. I mean, if this doesn't win for cinematography and sound and just the roar of the engines, like the whole.
Nice engine impression. Love it.
Like,
Is that how you lure all the men too with that sound?
You're in the car.
It's like a tiger's purr.
So we really like that purr. Can you make that sound for us one more time so we can sample it later?
Sure.
That's what you got to do. If we get some DJs in here,
Right.
with the beat we did later,
Yeah.
put on some like 2001 Space Odyssey.
Yep. Some
Yeah.
sound from that.
I do the Wookiee.
That's good. That was better than the other
That
one.
was really good, actually. Like I'm impressed by the Wookiee sound. Do you ever make that sound in bed?
Well, I've met Peter a couple of times, so the guy who played.
The guy. You met the guy that plays the what's his name again?
Yeah, he played. Why can't I remember the Wookiee's name?
Chewbacca.
No, the actor that plays Chewbacca.
Oh, I thought she said I couldn't remember the
Take it
Wookiee's
easy
name.
on him. He's only seen one movie, and I think it's Star Wars.
I've never seen Star Wars. Yes, I have.
The first time I met him, was Comic-Con like maybe 12, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, he looks like a dirty homeless guy, right? But then we got up there, and my daughter had made him a picture, and he was just like so nice. And then his handler said, show her the picture. And I was like, okay. He has 3 buildings of all the stuff that kids have made him over the years.
Oh, that's incredible.
So I was like, you know what? Let the stinky man go.
Did you, by any chance, did you make the Wookiee noise for him to get his opinion on it?
No.
Oh,
This was
missed
years
opportunity.
This was probably after
No,
you
but
met the
just
guy.
met, Peter at the Comic-Con this year, the one who played I've Got a Golden Ticket, Charlie. And he never acted again, and he became a vet.
A vet.
And you know what my daughter says? Well, Peter, could you tell me what's wrong with my cat? Not that you play Charlie. And can you answer a vet question?
Jesus.
Well, it is free, so you might as well.
How you feeling? How you feeling after your win at Taps?
You know what? I had no idea that was even happening.
That's even better.
Humble.
So
Yeah, it
That's
was like
even
a
better.
blind date.
Also, how about female representation for being the first female to win, and also the first winner happens to be a female? I think that's cool as hell too, and deserves a bit of recognition.
I didn't want to, because I didn't know if I was allowed to say the B word, but I was the only B word last night.
Yeah, no, it was all dudes, it was all guys, and then just you, and yeah, no, you clearly were the crowd favorite that night, and
It was literally
no, that's
a bag
awesome.
of B's and 1 B.
A bag of D's and 1 B, I like that.
So before you go, Heidi, for anyone who doesn't know you, how long have you been doing stand-up comedy?
You know what? I'm just a rookie. It'll be 2 years in January.
Sorry, how many years was that?
But I've been holding hostage people. Tomorrow will be 22 years that I've been doing hair.
Oh.
So people ask me, where do you get your dope? And I said, well, I hold hostage people every day for at least 15 minutes.
But you've been doing stand-up for 2 years, you said?
It'll be 2 years in January, yeah.
Nice, very nice.
No, good stuff. You're doing really good.
That was 4.
You've been say that again?
I've been on stage since I was 4, so the microphone is no issue.
Wild. That's really awesome.
Well, good stuff, Heidi. I messaged you earlier. I want to know, do you want to come back next week?
As a judge,
Is that what you want to do?
doesn't matter to me.
Well, sure. You brought it up. If you want to do it, you can do it.
Sure.
Come back.
I can do that.
I'll bring you on the panel.
Hell yeah.
You can get your
Okay.
$50, and
Okay.
yeah, we'll hang out. We'll have a good time.
But I have one more quick story.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
1 minute or less.
Go ahead.
All right.
So my daughter used to dress as Rey from Star Wars. And what's his name? Oh, God.
Mark Hamill.
was in Toronto, I think 7 years ago now. And my daughter was about 5 or 6 at the time. And then he said, his handler says, wow, your daughter really looks like Ray. Would you like to meet Marc? And I'm like, I don't have the $400 to meet him, but sure. So they brought us up. People were waiting like hours and hours and hours in line to meet him. They bring us to the front, and the handler says, this is the one that looks like Ray. And my daughter, and he goes, she literally went into pose, and he goes, oh, it's too bad she can't do a British accent. And my daughter, without missing a beat, and says, who says I can't? And so we were literally narrowed down to the top 5 in the world to be Ray and Zaku when she was a baby.
Oh.
Or a little kid. But then my daughter had a growth spurt and was too tall for the boy.
Aw.
Oh man.
And I'm like, put him on an apple box. Fine. But yeah, no, we've had a connection to Star Wars since I was kids. My uncle was one of the art director. He helped design the Millennium Falcon and the Honeycomb, the TIE Fighters.
Wow.
What? You got a real big connection.
Blueprints and everything, so they're all in a space.
I like how you're like, yeah, no, I just have like a little bit of a connection, like, you know, like my uncle designed the Millennium Falcon.
You know, like the most famous.
the single most recognizable ship from the friggin' franchise, the entire franchise. Like, I think I might have to pay royalties for saying Millennium Falcon on the radio. I don't even know.
Yeah, you'd have to say
I don't
just
know.
MF.
We'll find out. MF.
Right? Yeah, we'll find out, and I'll send you the bill. How about that?
Yeah.
Well, the interesting
Get your
thing
uncle
was
to pay
the
it.
original drawing never had that space in the front.
Oh, no way.
But he thought visually it wouldn't look right if there was all one. So he made that kind of cutout.
That's interesting. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
It's iconic too. It really is iconic because the other versions of the Millennium Falcon that you see in the other shows also have that like cutout in the front. I remember seeing a blue and white looking one. I can't remember the specifics. There's been so much done since the original 3 were ever like aired. But yeah, that's very very cool.
Play with all the toys.
Yeah.
He was in Vancouver. He did all the shooting in like Vancouver and then at the farm.
That's really cool.
So he
sick.
he flew out to California several times.
Awesome. Well, Heidi, it's been really great having you. Really enjoyed having you on the show last night. Congratulations on your win. Looking forward to having you in next week to be on the panel to help talk shit about the other comedians that are there.
Oh, of course.
But yeah, thanks again and congratulations.
Congrats.
But, just so you know, if they want to follow me, it's HeidiJoshua.com. That's my email, my Facebook, Instagram.
HeidiJoshua.com.
There you go.
That's perfect. I was literally about to ask you that, so thank you for chiming in with it. HeidiJoshua.com, everybody. If you want to check out Heidi Joshua, thanks again for being on the Green Room Unfiltered with us, Heidi.
Thanks, Heidi.
No problem.
Bye.
Love you both.
Take care, bye. Awesome. Oh,
Heidi on the
Did
panel.
any of that come through, Pat? Okay.
Oh, I hope that worked
Porter,
for anybody that that was listening. I hope that actually came through. But yeah, Heidi Joshua is a really awesome comedian in the area. As she said, she's been doing it for almost 2 years now, and you probably wouldn't know if you saw her. I don't think you would know that she's been doing it for 2. You'd probably say like 4, maybe 5, because she just seems to have a bit of a commanding presence on stage. She seems very confident with what she's saying. It's just really awesome to watch, because there's like, you don't see it often where like just people that are so new to something but don't seem as new as they are. So it's very cool to learn that there's a lot of people just also still starting out. Like, it's a very young scene, I feel like, but also it's a lot of growth happening, which is very cool too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. She has like when she talks, everybody pays attention. Mm-hmm. It's really awesome. So yeah, she'll be hilarious on the panel.
Oh, I'm really looking
That's
forward
gonna be
to that.
awesome. Yeah.
Really looking forward to that, especially after her roasts of Tommy last night. She fully planned to roast him She made one comment about both of their weights and saying something about Weight Watchers, and then like, yep, they're watching it. They're watching the weight add-on.
That was great.
It was excellent. Absolutely
That was
excellent.
amazing.
Oh, so yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to her just like roasting other comedians there. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah. Speaking of which, that cake at Tommy's, like it was basically his birthday party. That cake I had. That was my third slice of cake that day.
3 slices.
And
in
from
one day.
from separate cakes, right? So basically, my birthday was the day before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. That's I'm trying to be as humble as possible about that,
By not telling us.
but not telling you and then telling you on the radio show, so everybody could see you saying happy birthday to me. Appreciate it. Anyways, so I brought leftover cake that my grandma made to work, and then my friends bought me a cake, like one of those little Walmart rainbow cakes. They bought me that, so I ate that. I ate grandma's cake, and then I didn't even know it was Tommy J. Warren's birthday, and they're like, we have cake. And I'm like, hey, I mean, 3 slices of separate cakes? I'm pretty
amazing.
lucky. That's a lucky life.
Yeah, that is absolutely insane. Really, a triple cake.
3 unprompted cakes, by the way.
All different, too.
Not asked for. I never asked for a single cake. If I asked for one, I could 4. 4 could have been 4 or 5 could have been in the vicinity, but
What
I
they
did
say?
it without effort.
More than 3 means you're crazy. So you can have max 3 cats.
Yeah, I could have
like max 3 Instagram accounts.
max 3 cakes, and I
Max
can't
3 cakes.
I can't max 3 short form words that I can use. I can do you. I can do you are for your. I can do, and then after the third one, I'm insane.
Exactly.
Right. Might as well be
works.
talking like Sanskrit or something.
The rule of 3s, right? We do that in comedy too.
Yeah, oh yeah. The rule of 3s. That is important. Yeah, I remember that in drama class. He did. My teacher did rule of 3s. But he didn't have anything to do, so he threw a Kleenex box on the ground. This was a sub, and he was teaching the rules
Not a
of
dom?
3. He was just a substitute teacher, and he just like threw Kleenex on the ground, and he was like, "Oh, my Kleenex." He said He was the type of guy to say Kleenex, by the way, not tissue.
Not tissues.
He said threw the Kleenex. That's all he had, so he threw it on the ground and said, "Oh no!" And then we all went, huh, "Yeah." And then he did it 3 times. He said, "See, the rule of 3. If you go above 3, it's not funny." And we're
It
like,
wasn't funny the
it was-
first
yeah,
2
it was
times
like-
either.
he had to work with what he had. It's just insane.
Hoping that just by the 3rd time, maybe somebody would find it funny.
Maybe
It's
I don't
just
know.
The repetition, the ridiculous. I don't know. It's yeah,
Oh,
that's
hey,
funny,
substitute teachers. That's my substitute teacher. He did this. We were in history class, and we were gonna listen to a history podcast. So the substitute teacher, this guy's like really old. He was like 70. He was about to retire. It was like his last
Doesn't know
class.
what a podcast is.
To each. So the teacher sends him a link to a history podcast we're supposed to listen to, right? But the link is on SoundCloud. Like, SoundCloud, right? Mm-hmm. And so the teacher clicks the link successfully. I don't know how he did. He clicked on it. But he keeps trying to play the audio from the history podcast, but it's not working because the speaker isn't set up properly on the screen on the projector. So he finally gets it set up. He keeps playing the history podcast, but then he accidentally skips a history podcast, and it starts playing the charts of SoundCloud out loud, really loud, so the entire floor of the school can hear it. And it's like just some like underground rap song, and this is like a couple years ago. So this is like when the kind of the big note, like big bass and like experimental sounds.
A lot of that trap stuff.
It's like trap, like experimental trap, and like the guy's like, and it's just blasting, and it's the #1 song. So all the kids who aren't paying attention and they're on their phone, they're just like, and they just say, they look up and they go, "Why is the substitute teacher playing this song right now?" And he's just totally oblivious. He doesn't even care.
Substitute teachers lit.
I thought it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Everybody in the class was like, I guess he does it all the time. That's the first time I ever got him, and he probably ended it after that. His career, by the way.
That's funny.
As
Was this at
a
Stanford?
teacher. This is at Stanford.
Yeah, was he a sub for Rebecca?
He was a sub for Mr. Howe.
Oh, okay.
The history. Do you know Mr. Howe?
Oh, history. That's right.
History, yeah.
Mr. Who, sorry?
Mr. Howe.
No, it's Mr. Howe.
Patrick.
No.
Mr.
Patrick
Who?
Howe.
Mr. What?
No, I graduated Stanford in like 2013.
13. You ever had Mr. Beatty?
No.
Mr. What?
No. Mr. Beatty.
These sound like fake names. I have
Dude,
to tell
I thought
you. Mr. Beatty and Mr.
I thought
Howe.
Mr. Beatty was teaching since like the 90s.
I just like that he was like, yeah, Mr. Howe, and you're like, Mr. Who?
Who is
Like, Mr.
who's
what? Like, Mr. what? Mr. Who's on first? Mr. Howe's
On,
at that? I don't know.
On verse.
Yeah, I had Mr. Who.
Oh man.
See, I thought these teachers were like, this guy. He has a picture in his class of like it's him in the school, and it says 2003. So I thought he'd been around for a long time. But everybody I asked, they're just like, who's Mr. Beatty? They think I'm talking about like Norman Bates or something.
It's like your school's Waiting for Guffman.
Yeah.
That's actually a movie, another movie, back to the movie thing. I don't know if you've seen any of those movies. Waiting for Guffman, Best in Show.
Best in Show. I actually saw Eugene Levy in real life at TIFF.
Oh, that's cool as hell.
Yeah, I got to see him with my own eyes. We had Martin Short on a Zoom call.
Did he see you or his eyebrows in the way?
I think his eyebrows in the way. I was sitting like very far row, and they had the Q&A. They had the Q&As at TIFF, and I always want to stay for the Q&As, but just people aren't prepared to speak in front of an entire theater and ask like a celebrity. They just can't do it.
They get so
And,
nervous.
they get so nervous, and I mean, I'm sitting like at least a couple times a week. I'm sitting hours at like open mics and watching new people come up, and I can sympathize. But when you're asking a Q&A and you're just like, so like how did you guys film that? And it's like super quiet, and all the celebrities' faces and like the director, they're all like. They're like trying their best to hear, and they're like, and it's just so awkward. I can't do it. First time I went to TIFF, I'm like, yeah, let's stay for the audience Q&A. And then first question, they didn't even get through half the question. I'm like, I gotta book it. This is too weird for me. This is too weird. Even for a big film festival like TIFF, I felt like I was in like some sort of underground thing.
A really bad open mic.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. I'm like, I feel
Where
like
the audience participates.
I feel like I'm at Yuck Yucks in January. Like this is crazy to me.
We love Yuck Yucks, just so we're clear.
Yeah, Yuck Yucks. Yeah,
We enjoy the place a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a great.
But no, bringing it back though. Best in Show, Waiting for Guffman, and there's another one I'm forgetting the name of. It's also a really good movie. But yeah, Waiting for Guffman is basically like it's a small town theater production that's happening, and it's like a town of like 2,500 people. And so the theater production is the only thing going in this town. And they find out that there's this dude, like a writer or whatever, like that like does articles on theater stuff from New York is coming.
Okay.
And so they have a seat for him and everything, and like his name is Guffman, and like so everybody in the town is now then trying to like go above and beyond because Guffman's going to be at this thing, and it's a whole. Like just a whole thing, but like it's the same group of people like Catherine O'Hara and Eugene Levy, et cetera, et cetera. There's like that whole, like comedy troupe, if you will.
Yeah.
And they all do that all together. It's I highly recommend watching it since you're on the movie thing. Anybody else that's listening, you can absolutely check that out too. It's so worth a watch.
They're going to do that.
If you enjoy like awkward comedy and or things that like are filmed in a way that seem real but aren't, I highly recommend watching.
Or if you like that, you could listen to the show, which you're already doing, which is also perfect for that kind of genre, right? Because this is our first episode.
Yeah.
Pretty good for a first.
I think we're doing all right.
For
Everybody's probably tuned out halfway through, so it's just you and me now.
yeah, they're just
I've
like
been sitting here laughing my rear end off.
Yeah, Pat Porter over here.
It's that funny. You guys are hilarious. It's amazing.
thank you.
So
thank
the
you.
show's going to move next week to Monday because your show at Taps comes right afterward.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
We're just going to, I guess, wrap things up here because we're reaching the end of our time. I would like to give a shout out first and foremost to 4680Q and Pat Porter for giving us the time slot, letting us do the show. Pat's been in the studio with us the whole time, just making sure that our first show goes off without a hitch. I also want to give a shout out to Andrew, the producer that is putting together these shows and helping us actually get it done because, like, let's be real, it's really difficult for one person to actually do this on their own and cover all ends. So, like, having help is amazing. I also want to thank Robby Learn for being here. And yeah, we've got We got shows coming up. We do taps every Monday with the Laugh Lab. I do a show at Local called Local Laughs, which is coming up usually the last Sunday of the month. And then, Robby, you got anything going on?
No, this is it.
Okay, cool. And then I'll be
What I
at...
got. Next week I'm going to be on and you aren't, so that's my thing.
Yeah,
I'm going to
and
be
I'll
on next week. How about that?
If you're in Hamilton,
Me and Andrew.
come out to Aquanova Brewing and check me out there. I'll be hosting a show that Trevor Curl puts on. He's
Trevor's
another really
Mike,
awesome
yeah.
local comedian from the
great.
Hamilton area that we'll definitely have on the show at some point. I'm sure he's going to win the $50 one day. He's absolutely hilarious. We love that guy. So, yeah, thanks for listening, everybody, and we'll catch
Great
you again
show.
soon.
All right, next week, guys.
Take care.
Take care.